All right, today we're addressing your consistency or the lack thereof. Ready? Let's talk about it. We're addressing the issue that you're having with being consistent. Plain and simple, straight up, raw and direct. So the first issue is you don't really want to do it. That's the first problem. And it's as simple as that. You're not consistent with doing it because you didn't want to start doing it in the first place. And I think that that's something that just needs to be addressed and stated. That's okay. Use your free will to say no or to just not start it in the first place. But that's the first reason why you're struggling with consistency. It's not something that you genuinely want to do. You've attached some type of ulterior motive to it, some type of belief, some type of false connection that makes you believe that it's something you want to do or it's worthwhile doing, but you don't actually care to pursue it. It wasn't something you actually ever wanted to do. Okay, so watching this back in editing, I feel like I explained that kind of terribly, but what I mean when I say that is fuck. You're chasing it for the end result. You're only pursuing that job because the title sounds good, not because you actually want to advance your career in that position. So when it comes down to actually doing the things like going out to get that certification or going to apply to those jobs or to going to those networking events for longer than a week, longer than 2 weeks, for longer than a month, and still not getting that position or still not getting to the place that you thought you were going to be at, and realizing that you have to do it consistently and working consistently and still gain that skill and build those relationships, and you just fall off because you didn't actually want to do it. It just sounded good. So do you actually want to do it? If it's something you genuinely want to do, why are you not being consistent in doing it? Ask yourself that. And if it's something you don't genuinely want to do, why are you pursuing it? Who are you trying to please? What are you trying to prove? What are you doing? The second issue is instant gratification. Start over. The second issue is you're looking for instant gratification. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen next week. It might not happen next month. And if it doesn't, are you going to keep doing it? That's a real reality. I would get these ads for like trading crypto or selling insurance or anything like that, where it's yeah, I can be making 10K next month. We've all seen those, bro. We've all seen those. And I was the type to sign up for them for sure, because I'm yeah, bro, 10K next month. Bro, I don't even do it for a whole 4 days, because let's be for real. You were really looking for the instant gratification. You signed up for something thinking that it was this, and then it turned out to not exactly be that, or not be as easy as it was presented to you, which that's a whole different conversation. But even still, you were looking for something to be easy. You were looking for a quick fix, an easy, quick, instant gratification. That's not how it works. You're looking to lose 50 pounds by next week, by next month. You want to be down 350 next year. Not saying it's not possible, but what happens if next month comes and that's not the case? Are you going to stop? Are you going to give up? This doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm not going to do it. It doesn't work. I'm going to stop. And I think that just goes back to you not wanting to do it in the first place. Because if you really wanted to do it, it wouldn't matter what the result is in a month, in 2 months, in 3 months, in 6 months, in a year, because you would still be doing it because it's something you genuinely wanted to do. So you're looking for instant gratification. You're looking for that quick fix. If it's something that you feel like it's going to fix you or solve your problems by the next month, by the next few months, or I don't know. If that's the idea that you're having about it, you're not going to be consistent in doing it. You're doing it for approval. Now this one, what did I mean when I wrote that? What did I mean by that? You're not consistent with it because you're not getting the approval that you thought you were going to get by pursuing that thing. That's what I meant. That's why you're not consistent, because you're doing it for the approval of the thing rather than like the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ever like try to pursue a sport or pursue like a hobby or something that you thought your family would be proud of, or you thought would be impressive to like your mom or dad, or like just anyone, like you're like, it would be cool for you like in school or something like that. And either one, you didn't get the validation you thought you were going to get. You thought it was going to be like everyone jumping for joy. Like you thought you were going to tell your mom and she'd like grab you up in your arms and be like, oh babe, you're so smart and talented, congratulations. And then she didn't. So it's like, oh man, well, what the fuck am I doing this for? You're doing it for approval, right? Or like it turns out to like be a little bit more challenging than you thought it was going to be. And it's like, is the approval that I'm seeking greater than the challenge that it takes to do it? And then am I actually going to get the approval that I'm looking for, the validation that I'm seeking? And typically, no, you find out. And then that's why you end up quitting on it. You end up being inconsistent. And that's unfortunate. And you also find yourself starting to go through this cycle of constantly starting and stopping things, because like you're constantly trying to find the thing that you feel is going to get you the approval that you're seeking, just to eventually get down this road, finding out that you need to just approve yourself, validate yourself. The approval that you're seeking is from within? Question mark? You're not going to get it from the people that you think you are. And honestly, even if you do, there's going to be steps along the journey where they won't be. There's going to be steps along the journey where they're not exactly 100% on board, where they don't fully support what you're doing. And are you going to give up then? Are you going to give up your consistency then? Are you going to begin to waver and have shaky ground then? Probably, because you built it on shaky ground already. You built it on the validation of others and the approval of others. So if you begin to lose that approval while you're on that journey of building that thing, what the fuck is going to happen? Okay, I'm done cutting it. I'm supposed to be editing. Dang. Stop. And lastly, you're afraid of what comes next. And this really is rooted in like the fear of success, which I've had to unpack in myself recently. I really had to. I'm still unpacking it actually. Like it's the issue with when something starts going right, when things start going well and good in your life, you start to almost get fearful. Like it's almost like it's too good. It's too easy. You expect something to fail. Like, I got this 6-figure job, but there's no way they're gonna like me. There's no, like, they're going to be expecting me to work 3 times as hard because I'm a black one. Like, you're afraid of what comes next if you start to pursue this next thing. And so you start to self-sabotage and fuck yourself up, and ultimately making yourself failing and doing and pursuing that thing, making you inconsistent. That's it right there. Those are the 5 issues. 1, you don't really want to do it. 2, you're seeking instant gratification, instant results in pursuing that thing, thinking that it's going to fix all your problems, or you're just going to feel different instantly, or it's going to be easier than what you expected it to be. And it's not. And it's not really something that you actually wanted to pursue in the first place. So it's like, well, I'm a dip. If you don't get the approval that you're looking for in doing it, you stop doing it. And you're afraid of what comes next. You're afraid of how this is going to change your life. Honestly, you don't like change. You are not comfortable with change, sis. And that's okay. That's something you got to work on, because change is inevitable. Change is constant. And that is the one thing that is. This is the way to overcome that. This is the way to become consistent, or to help overcome these issues with being inconsistent. 1, if it's not something you genuinely want to do, don't. Say no. Even if it hurts their feelings. Even if you come off as unsupportive in that thing. Like, no, I support you wholeheartedly. I will come out and volunteer as often as I can. I will help lend my expertise and my resources as often as you need it, but I don't want to be a board member. I don't want that level of responsibility. I'm out here pursuing and seeking my own things. I don't want to do that because I'm sorry, friend, I'm not going to show up the way that I need to. I know I'm not, because I don't actually want that. I don't right now. So there's going to be times where it's going to hurt, maybe. There's going to be times where it's uncomfortable. There's going to be times where like it seems like a really great fun opportunity and like why not for the plot, fuck it. But like sometimes be for real. Don't do it because you don't really want to and you're not going to show up in your fullest capacity. And all that does is hurt you. I mean, I feel like the next one is kind of like self-explanatory. Stop seeking instant gratification. Because know that consistency wins. Period. So even if you do start to see instant results, great. Fantastic. That should fuel you to continue going further. Longevity. If you don't see instant results, cool, great. Either way, you should be pursuing longevity, consistency. So the idea of something being quick and easy shouldn't even be a concept in your mind at this point moving forward. Just dead it. Instant gratification, instant results is not something that you should be seeking. It's not something that you are seeking moving forward. Cool? Doing it for approval, that's hard. That's tough. Honestly, the best way that I've come to like overcome that issue is the people that I know that I seek validation from, I don't tell them the things that I'm pursuing. That's it. Like, that's really it. Because I know, unfortunately, I don't have, the emotional regulation capacity, whatever, to not let your words hurt me yet. I know that I'm not there yet. So if I go and I tell you something and you say anything negative, you say something that's like, that doesn't empower me, that doesn't help me, it's going to hurt me. I'm going to like not feel like it matters, right? Because this person that I've allowed to consume my head my entire life told me that it didn't matter, right? I'm talking about family, if that didn't make sense, right? A lot of us, like the biggest person that we're seeking approval from is our family members. And that for me is a reality. So there are some things that I just don't talk about. I'm not there yet. I know what the response is going to be. Or I know the kind of response that I'm not going to get. And that's the kind of response that I'm looking for. So I'm just not going to talk about it. And that is what helps me stay grounded in what I'm doing and enjoying the pursuit of what I'm doing, right? Because I don't have these other people's thoughts and opinions ruminating in my mind telling me that it doesn't make sense or this doesn't work or I should be doing this or blah, blah, blah. That's not my focus. I have my own focus. I'm not seeking the approval or the validation of other people. I'm seeking self-fulfillment. The last one is being afraid of what comes next. Fear of success. I get nervous when things start to go well. And the best way that I'm learning to overcome that is just sitting in it. Why does that make me anxious? What am I anxious about? What can be taken from me in this moment? Usually it's nothing. It's usually a baseless fear, right? But you have to be able to sit in that and unpack that, right? And each time it comes, you do that. And it gets easier and it gets lighter, right? And we work through our thoughts. And that's something that you have to actively be conscious of, is sitting in your feelings, auditing them, being comfortable with talking through them with yourself and saying, that doesn't make sense. And easing yourself, self-soothing, like that's a part of the process. For that one, just know that change is inevitable. Good or bad. Good or bad, whatever state you're in right now is not a permanent one. So set yourself up for the best future. Do what makes you happy. Keep yourself satisfied and fulfilled. And don't take on responsibilities and expectations that aren't your own, that don't align with what you genuinely, truly want for yourself. And that will help you become more consistent. And in being consistent, you will build a level of self-trust and self-confidence that you have not experienced before. And that's real. That's it. All right. If you stuck to the end, I want to share something with you. I told you in one of my last videos how I have this really bad habit of losing and finding a bunch of old notebooks. And just anytime I lose a notebook, I just get a new one and just start writing in a new one. Since I moved recently, I found just about all of my old notebooks. And girl, it is eye-opening. It's juicy. I think it is very appropriate for this subject. And I think it really sheds light on where I was and like how, I don't know, I just reading this, I can really feel my pain. I can really feel my pain and like anger on this, like just confusion. That's what it was, just pain and confusion. And I can really feel that through this. So I'm gonna read this. And if you can relate, go ahead and like and subscribe. Oh damn, bitch, it's a whole page. It's a page and a half. Am I gonna read the whole thing? I said I would, okay. This was a journal entry about me reflecting on my issue with being consistent and how I feel like I just can't get my shit together. So I'm gonna start it. I don't trust myself to finish what I start or really to do anything I say I'll do. It's so frustrating and sad. I hate trying new things because I know there's no point. It's like I don't know how to push myself or even want to, bro, what the heck? It's like I don't know how to push myself or even want to. I feel like I'm fighting myself to get things done, and it's almost like now I'm afraid of success, but I don't know if that's true. I feel so much resentment and anger because I feel like I never allowed myself to reach potential. Anytime something is difficult and didn't work out, I quit and I let myself be consumed with fear and emotion. I quit and I move on to the next thing. I don't know how to sit and grow in something. I don't know how to do the hard things and build my weak areas. I feel like things should come easy to me, and I hate that. I hate that I feel like I don't know how to work for things that I want, which makes no sense because I've always worked hard for the things I had. I hate this. Every time a new skill or topic I have to learn, it's like I start to feel like it's bigger than me or that I'm not capable of doing it or figuring shit out. I've always zoned out in class when it's something I didn't get, but that's what I did as a kid. And I'm definitely not a kid anymore. I don't want to keep zoning out in my life. I want to outgrow my problems, not run from them. It feels like as long as I keep doing that, I'm never going to grow. I've continued this same cycle for years, and it makes me so sad thinking that. I know the potential I have and that Oh, bitch, this writing is crazy. I think my hand started to hurt. I know the potential I have, and that's what makes me so mad, is the fact that I'm not using it. I'm not using any of it. I wish I would have committed to myself. I wish that I didn't give up every time one thing didn't work. I hate that it feels like I've abandoned myself. I don't trust me. I don't feel like I know me or how to hold myself accountable. I wish I had people in my life that talk to me. I wish I had people I could trust and reach out to. I hate that this has continued for over 10 years. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I gave up every time it got too hard. I'm sorry this affects your relationships. Oh shit, hold on, this got a little deep. Bitch, hold on, because my throat's starting to tighten. Ooh, that means I gotta finish. Damn, that means I gotta read it. Ooh, okay. I'm sorry I gave up every time it got too hard. I'm sorry this affects your relationship with Zaria. I'm sorry I never gave myself a chance to realize my potential. I'm sorry that I kept ignoring my body. I'm sorry when it got hard, I get overwhelmed and feel defeated. I'm sorry that it took me this long to notice me. Take care. I'm sorry it took me this hard to notice me, take care of me, and nurture me. And it took me this long to realize that I'm bigger than my problems and that I can take my time and move at my own pace, as long as I keep moving. So that's what happens when you lack consistency. But you can become consistent. You can build that self-trust, and you can overcome all of that. I did. Oh, I'm done with that. That was a lot. That's it now. Now I'm done.